Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all being creative and productive and making cool beats and amazing songs. I was working on my latest track called Better Than Sunshine, putting some of the finishing touches on there. So I wanted to share with you a couple of quick tips on editing audio clips within the MPC 3.0 software. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so I have pulled up here on my arranger page the some of the audio clips that I'm interested in editing. And what I want to show you guys is this little arrow here. So you see this little arrow on the bottom of the arranger page. So that is actually, so if you hit that, it actually pulls up another page. So it gives you this split screen. And it's actually, it goes into a grid editor mode. So if I close that, you may be familiar with the grid function here with this button. Okay, and if I press that, that takes you to the main grid page for an audio track where you can do editing. You can, like you could select the audio clip. You can do various editing like nudging, editing the start or the end of it. You can split it, you can duplicate it, etc. And so you have those features on this main page. But if you go back to, so when you're in this grid page, your clip is in isolation. All right, you don't see the other tracks. You only see what's on this track. And that could be a problem sometimes because you might want to move this clip around. You can actually, when you select it, you can, here, let me do this real quick and I'll undo it later. So I'll stretch this out, and then I will select it with this arrow and highlight that guy. And now when I highlight, when I touch the corner of the clip, you're going to see this little arrow light up there. And same thing with on the bottom. Okay, it's hidden behind my finger, but it's there. And that gives different functions. You can actually stretch, you can actually move the clip around, okay, by pressing and dragging the top arrow, so you can position it to somewhere new. And the other thing you can do is you can truncate the clip. Okay, you can make it longer or smaller, etc. Okay, um, and so very powerful, but you're doing that in isolation. So sometimes you may want to truncate or move a clip around with respect to another audio clip that's in another audio track. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. Let's go to the main arranger page again. Okay, so we're back to the main arranger page, and the clip that I want to work with is this clip right here in track 7. And a couple of things I want to do. One, I want to kind of move it over in relation to this clip up here in track 6. And the other thing I want to do is I want to select that clip, and if you notice, the peaks within that audio clip are much shorter than the peaks in this audio clip. These are vocal takes, different vocal takes that I was doing. And probably I didn't sing as loud on that one, or I wasn't as close to the mic. And so what I'm going to show you is we're going to be able to change the volume within just that individual clip. So we don't have to change the volume of the whole track. Just change the volume within the clip, like you would do in a DAW, for example, right? In a DAW. Really useful to do when you have kind of just little tweaks to make on the volume of an audio clip. So first, instead of going, let's go back to what I was saying before. Instead of going to the grid page, what we're going to do is you're going to hit this arrow or double tap this clip that you're interested in. So let's do that. And you get this mini grid page. So you get a split screen. The top half is the arranger, bottom half is the grid. All right, and make sure that you scroll up, you press and drag this little arrow upwards, because you see on the bottom here you have this this menu that was hidden before, and you have to pull it up. And now, so I'm just going to cover the actual clip that is in the arranger, and yeah, sorry, I'm just going to cover that like that. And now I can move things around in the arranger, and the grid follows along with it. And so I want to bring this up and expand my grid view, and now I can do all the editing functions that I do on the grid page, but with the arranger tracks in view. And I can, scroll up or down and select the tracks and clips that I want to work around, right? So I want to, for example, move this guy. Let's just do, this is just a made up example, okay, for the purposes of the tutorial. So I want to select this, so we'll go to this arrow here, highlight the clip, it's already highlighted, and then we'll be able to press and drag this along. And now, because I have this other clip, this from the other track in the arranger view, I can kind of line them up, and this works with the grid. So you can, with the time correction, you can select your quantization to be on, and then you can it snaps to the grid basically when you move it around. So that's placed, so that's great. And now I want to change the volume of this guy. So once again, if it's not selected, you just click the arrow, highlight the arrow, and then highlight the clip, and then you have the level here that will be lit up, and then you could change that dB and watch the peaks increase as I increase the decibels here. So you see, you can make it really loud or make it really soft. So I'm going to bring it up to 3 dBs, and this kind of matches the peaks of this clip up here. So again, a really good way to use the arranger as a reference for the editing you're doing in the grid view. So that's why this split window is so practical. All right. So I think that's pretty much it for this tutorial. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, and that will let me know that you guys are interested in this content, and I'll continue making more. All right. Peace and happy producing. All right.